Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield post-game podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo Honk line to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo Honk line.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast. I'm your host, Todd Fox, on the only post-game podcast show that this Angels baseball team deserves, unlike the AMA 30 and the other fake ones out there. But with that being said, welcome into a night of all nights where the Angels get a W over the Yankees, where it was a Yankee home game. And you thought this Yankee takeover here that was at Anaheim Stadium was bad. Just wait till the Dodgers come to town. That's going to be a whole nother thing. But for tonight, we can celebrate a win for only the seventh time in 27 games at home at the Big A. The Angels are now 7-20 at home, and an unlikely win against the New York Yankees, who've been flaming hot Doritos lately. They've been on fire and fuego, whatever you want to call them, with a bashers lineup with guys who are ready to get that big paycheck like Juan Soto, and guys that are starting to hit like they did a few years ago, like Stanton, and overrated Judge, wannabe MVP. That dude, and they have good lineup. LeMahieu, a few other guys in the lineup. I mean, they got a pretty good, well, not LeMahieu, yeah, DJ LeMahieu. They've got some good hitters. If you look up and down that lineup, not too bad. You got Rizzo, Torres. It's a names of names team. Unlike the Angels, where it's like, who? Outside of Anaheim, everyone's like, who? Over there, it's like they're household names. They're guys that are New York legends, or not legends, but let's just say they're well known in the New York and Brooklyn area. And Nestor Cortez, a guy who was on the come up as far as being one of the best pitchers 2 or 3 years ago, had some injury problems, and he's trying to get back to being a good pitcher. And it seems like he's found his way this year. And he's got like a 3.30 ERA, threw 59 pitches out of 88 for strikes. He didn't pitch dominant. He was 5 1/3, 2 runs, 5 hits. But man, I mean, on nights, I thought, okay, what am I going to play tonight? Is it going to be Savage Garden, where one of those losses we lose? We're losing from start to finish, so it's a straight loss, or do we play a Buttercup? Do we actually have a lead and then blow it? And then I thought about, wouldn't it be great if we played this? Fuck the Yankees. Because that's what it comes down to. I mean, listen, for longtime Angel fans, there's always been a love-hate relationship with the Yankees. I mean, sometimes we love them because they take our tickets, not me, but there are a lot of fans in this stadium that obviously you saw season ticket holders were just handing away their Yankee tickets because just like the Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, you can get a lot more money by selling your season tickets to those fans. Because again, a lot of them are, want to show off for their girlfriends or boyfriends or from family from out of town, or there's very few real Yankee fans in that stadium tonight. Let's just be plain and simple, straightforward, to the point. There's hardly any real New Yorkers with the accent that actually come to Anaheim Stadium. It's usually your transplants. You grew up as a baby in New York, your family moved west, so there you're a Yankee fan because your dad was a Yankee fan a long time ago, or your grandpa watched Yogi Berra or something like that, and you're a Yankee fan now, or you're just like the Pinstripes. The Yankees will attract the most of all. I mean, I don't know who's worse, Dallas Cowboy like fake fans, wannabe bandwagoners, or Yankees bandwagoners. Like 27 rings. How many have you seen? And can you tell me the year? Because I guarantee you 95% of them can't. And some of them just go as far as, well, I bought the jacket, so I always remember what year they won. It's, gosh, they sound like Goofy after a while. But the thing is, Yankee fans are not the smartest tool in the shed, especially the ones out west. Now, if you go to New York and the East Coast where the real ones are, yeah, you're going to be talking to some real hardcore Yankee fans with those accents. And yeah, you're not going to be able to get away with, making fun of the tools out west. But there are those Yankee fans, man, the ones that just claim a team, and just want to root for them because they're a winner. And now they're winning again. You got that big influx of freaking Yankee fans here. Because, again, when a few years ago when they were struggling, and even last year with Brett Boone and the team not really living up to expectations, the stadium wasn't packed like this. But it's packed like this because they're good again. And so here we go with the bandwagon fans again. And there's always been that Angel fan base that doesn't like the Yankees. And the Yankees really don't have nothing against us other than we beat them sometimes during the regular season. We never really matched up with them in the playoffs. The one time we did, we won the World Series. The next time we did, we got screwed over by letting Teixeira go, and that blew up in our face. So with that being said, the Angels won an improbable game tonight, and we know that they don't play good at home. They they play decent on the road. This is a New York Yankees team that was 37-18 coming in, so they were trying to go 20 games over 500. We were just trying to get to 12 games under. That's the big difference between their team and our team. They're the Yankee Clippers, and we're just the Angels wannabe of Los Angeles. Let's just say what it is. And the Angels, again, were down early 1-0, but, with a little bit of help right there from Mr. Pilar, a Yankee killer, 2-run homer, it's 2-1. Didn't last too long. 3 innings later, Soto would single to left. LeMahieu would score, and it's tied at 2 after Solo had homered in the first inning. Then Wells doubled to right, Rizzo scored, and it was 3-2. And you're thinking, okay, the Angels there, at any time I was expecting the floodgates of the Yankees to score at least 2 or 3 more runs, put this game away. I was not expecting, because Marty was like, hey, what's your prediction on the game? I said, well, it's 8-1 maybe, Yankees. I was just feeling that, Griffin wouldn't come out and have a good performance. But again, I should have known. There's trends that you can follow at times. There's inconsistent ball players in this team, but if you could say one guy's been consistent in the rotation in his last 7 to 8 starts, that's Griffin freaking Canning. Griffin Canning's giving you no less than 5 innings, no more than 7, and he's giving you quality starts. And again, we've talked about this ad nauseum. If your starter can give you 3 or 4 runs or less in a ball game in 5 innings or more, to me, even though it doesn't qualify for a quality start, you got to go 6 innings and stuff like that. But the Todd Fox rule is you give me under 5 runs in your start and you go 5 innings at least, there is no excuse for my hitters not to pick you up and not to give us the lead, because you did your job. It's on now the bullpen and the hitters to carry on the torch and hopefully get you a W, or at least get you off the hook. And Canning gave you everything he had tonight, 90 pitches, 60 of which were strikes. So it's a good 65 to 70% of his pitches were for strikes. He had 3 runs on 9 hits tonight, 5 strikeouts. He kept the ball in the ballpark with the exception of Soto. And that's good for a right-hander against a mostly left-handed lineup with power hitters. I mean, outside of Judge and, Giancarlo Stanton. So those were great positives right there. Those are positives in the lineup. And he had some negatives. He had Shauna Wells, at bats tonight. He went 0 for 4. He had 2 strikeouts, but he had 2 big hits by Renifo. We'll talk about the Ward's big hit, and he had 3 more hits by Pilar. Now, are we going to riot if Pilar's being pulled out of the lineup for Moniak or for anybody else? You got to keep him in the lineup. I understand he's a veteran, but he's not 45 years old. Play the dude every day. He's a solid hitter, and while Trout's out, you got no excuse for not playing him. Ohapi had a disappointing 0 for 4. Adele was another disappointment. His average is down to 216. I'm very concerned about that. Neto at least got a hit to keep his average around 250. Vanessa's husband came in there and didn't do too much. The big Dong came in and got a hit. Moniak does what he usually does, but he didn't get a hit, but he got a run. And Kyrie Paris went 0 for 2. So, again, you had some fill-ins and whatnot, but, again, they didn't have too many opportunities in this game. 3 for 5 with runners in scoring position. But let's talk about that 9th inning, shall we? The 9th inning was the magical inning, and that was Weaver was still in there for New York. Calhoun had singled to right to start the inning. Guillerme lined out to second base, which, man, if that would have got through. Then Shonawell struck out, and you think the game's over, but then Moniak came in to run for the big Dong because his Dong was dragging on the dirt, so that would have slowed him down, so they needed someone with a small penis. So Moniak was like, me? And so he went out there. And then Renifo was safe at first by a fielding error. And so you had 2 men on. Then Ward hit the big double to the gap to get the 2 runs in after, the bases were loaded. So you had a 4-3 game right there. And then actually not the bases were loaded, but he scored those 2 runs. He was at second. Then they had second and third later, but could not get any more runs. And that's where I kind of was like, damn, here we go. 1-run game. Carlos Estevez is out there, has got to hold it. And then he got a long fly ball to center field, which my heart skipped a beat there for a second. And then you had the ground out, which was a nice play by Neto, charging the ball the right way, not waiting on the ball, making the play, making a perfect throw over to Shonawell. And then you had Soto, which he hit it off the end of the bat. Let's just face it, with that stupid-ass rule where the yellow line is just above the damn wall, it's not above the scoreboard, it looked like it was going to be one of those ones that just bounce off the top of the goddamn scoreboard. But to our luck right there, the sinker was actually sinking away, and Soto hit it off the very end of the bat. If that's about maybe half inch in more, that one's over the fence or over the yellow line, and the Angels lose that game or they go to extra innings. So, again, nice win for the Angels. That keeps them 8 back, while the New York Yankees are sitting there a game and a half up on Baltimore, which is a surprise because I thought Baltimore was going to run away with that division. But lo and behold, New York has stepped it up. Boston's got a little bit better. Tampa and Toronto, I don't know what the fuck's going on with those 2 teams, but they are not playing up to par. But again, the Angels get a big win tonight. Let's just play this one more time because it's against the Yankees. Now, who got the golden Stamos tonight? Let's talk about it. Now, let me just preference this when we give out the golden Stamoses. Some people think it's a slam dunk. It's for, the guy who gets the big hit or everything else like that. It could be a lot of things. It could be someone that did something earlier in the game or who was clutch late in the game, or it could have been a pitching performance outside of the big hit. And I think that's what I'm going to go for tonight. I'm going to go for a combined one. I'm not going to go for Taylor Ward. And it's not because my biased against Taylor Ward, because I'm not really a big Taylor Ward guy. I still think he leaves so much out there on the field. He's a defensive liability. He's very streaky, and he'll give you, I'm glad he got his 1 for 4 tonight, and his biggest hit of the night was obviously the big hit, the game winner. But I don't think that deserves the player of the game or maybe the players of the game. We usually don't give it out to multiple, but I'm going to do this because there's been a lot of times where the Angels have put up zeros against good lineups with supposed bad pitching out of the bullpen or bad pitchers. But tonight, I mean, again, I'm not going to knock the bullpen. I've been sticking up for these guys as much as possible because they've been giving this shitty lineup, this injury-plagued, inexperienced AAA lineup, every chance to scratch, kick, and claw for a run. And most nights they don't come through for good performances out of the bullpen. But tonight it was good to see because, again, let's look at it. Hunter Strickland, inning, perfect. 1 strikeout, just 10 pitches thrown, lowers his ERA to 1.96. Garcia, up and down this year, yes, but 16 pitches thrown, 10 of which were strikes. Clean inning, 1 strikeout. Matt Moore, up and down this season, 5.75 ERA, 13 pitches thrown, 11 of which were for strikes. He got himself a strikeout. Carlos Estevez, 12 pitches thrown, up and down year, 4.76 ERA, 8 pitches out of the 12 were strikes. You got 4 innings against not murderous row 90s Yankees, but against a very good, maybe one of the best lineups in the league Yankees. And you had 4 great innings by that bullpen and not a bad start by Griffin Canning. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw the entire pitchers from tonight's game and give them each a Stamos tonight. I believe they deserved it tonight. 5 good performances tonight. And that's kudos all around, handshakes and high fives and butt slaps. Angels get the dub tonight against those hated fucking Yankees. Now let's see who gets the Nacho night.
Nacho night, come on, let's go. When she goes wrong, it's quite the show. We got laps to go around. With your man Todd Fox, Mr. Nacho night, you will be mocked.
We're still testing that one out. It's not really a favorite right now. I mean, you got some people that like it, and then some people are like, bring back the other one with Family Guy. We'll see if that happens, but I think it's combined here too. We gave it to 5 pitchers for the Golden Stamos. I think we're going to give it to 2 pitchers here for the Nachos. They're going to share a heaping pile of refried beans that have been sitting out on the table too long, chicken that's undercooked, sour cream that's past the expiration date, and guacamole that does not look like guacamole anymore. We're going to give it to Luke Weaver and Holmes here, the 2 pitchers, Clay Holmes, that took over the 8th inning and did not hold the game. Weaver started out good. He got the 3 strikeouts, but he did not close it out that 9th inning or the bottom of the 8th inning. Holmes had struggles right there. They both allowed 2 hits each. 2 runs were charged to Weaver. And the Angels were able to actually knock some runs in on a bullpen, which, again, has been pretty damn good. These ERAs, because they gave up the 2 runs, Weaver's jumped up to 2.91. So you can imagine where his ERA was at. And then Holmes had a 1.54 ERA. So these guys aren't exactly pushovers. And now let's go to our final award before we get into the comments for tonight. And that is the Golden Dong. That's the Willie Calhoun. What is it called? The Willie Calhoun Dong of the night.
It's a big Calhoun, the Golden Dong, for the player who stood out all day long. Stiffest competition on the field, halos in the infield, who's gonna be revealed?
The Golden Dong is given away to the stiffest competition. So it could be a pitcher that is really, really good and just holds the opponent down. It could be a hitter that just has a good night, knocks in 3 or 4 hits, and he may score a couple runs, but he doesn't do the damage like driving in the runs, but he sets everything up. He's like the toughest guy to get out. He had some really good at bats, stuff like that. That's who the Golden Dong goes to. And since I slighted Taylor Ward's hit for being the game winner, I think it goes to Taylor Ward tonight. Stiffest competition out there. Yeah, his at-bats all night weren't all that great, but when he had to come through, he was definitely up for the occasion. He rised to the occasion. He was stiff in that bottom of the 8th inning with a good erect bat to hit the gap, and he gets the Golden Dong for player of the night right there. Stiffest competition, Taylor Ward. So with that being said, let's get into the comments. Mateo leads off with James. Also, LV says Estevez earned that goofy celebration tonight. He looks sharp and focused. Yeah, if sharp and focused is allowing 2 fly balls that nearly left the ballpark focus. Yikes. Well, that was terrifying. I agree right there, Tyler. The big dong coming through clutch, LV. He did tonight with that leadoff hit. Saucy says, I thought for sure one of these long flyouts was leaving the when I left the bar or the bat. Yes, I did too. LV says, already woke up drunk thinking Angels lost again. Tyler says, Erica Weston, like, why can't we interview Willie? I want to see his Willie. LV says, Taylor fucking Ward came up when it mattered tonight. And then also LV says, hell yeah, let's fucking go. The season started tonight. And I think that's what we were all thinking when that ball hit the gap.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
James says they actually won at home. Cue Vince Lombardi. Exactly.
What the hell's going on out here?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on out there, but we won.
We won?
Dan says, holy crap, we did a thing. LV says, come on, Angels, please, 2 more wins, and we get ourselves on a winning streak. That's what we need for sure. James says, balls, and the big dong is back. So he's super happy that the balls are going the dong's way. Hold on.
Pretty cocky.
I want balls and John Stamos.
Willie Cow Dong. Vetter checks in with the Yankees lose. Eric says, wow, I'm shocked they actually won tonight. Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Rizzo. Thank you indeed. Eric says, hey, now we're only 12 games under 500. Can this team actually win 5 or more games in a row? Oh, shit. I forgot. We're talking about the Angels. Unfinished business. Let's see. Also, Big 20 says, yo, I'm back from the river, and guess who birthday is tomorrow and who's going to get laid on his 18th birthday? I'm guessing not you. James says, duh, Yankees lose. Cue Bally's intro right there. Yeah, they're going to be like, hey, did you guys know that the Yankees lost? Yep, there it is. That's Bally's over and over and over and over. See, David also says, Todd of the bullpen gets a lot of crap, but the starters are absolute trash. They're behind and put them behind right off the bat. They do to an extent, but they don't put it out of reach. And I think that's where a lot of people get, little twisted. Except if your name is Sandoval. He puts us behind the 8 ball a lot. And yeah, Detmer's a little bit, but everyone else is all right. Estevez didn't screw it up, Sir Hemro said, wow, is this real life? Exactly. Grillmaster says, ladies and gentlemen, duh, Yankees lose. Also, Rally Chris says, fuck yeah, we came back to beat the fucking Yankees. Wilbur checks in with lost my voice screaming, but it was worth it. Also, we won. We won at home. Exactly. Sapphire says we need to keep Kevin Pillar in more. He knows how to hit in place, and he has the ability to ball hawk when to steal and little mishaps. He's kind of underrated. He's vastly underrated. I mean, he makes the rest of these guys look stupid. LV says, fuck the Yankees. They can suck it. Exactly. I feel like Paris is lazy as fuck at defense. Ooh, that's beginning to be seen more. Kevin, mom from a Home Alone. Also, with the Yankees loss, Bally hit or hit Bally's, he says. Bally. You know who choked on Roger?
John Stamos choked
Yankees. No, the Yankees choked on him. Not Stamos. We have a real ballpark, not the killer league filled with the bums playing. He's talking, I think Dan's talking about how you just hit a pop-up and the fly balls go out. My Yankee coworker today, Rally Chris says, was like, we're going to sweep you guys tomorrow. I'm going to tell him. So what were you saying? Exactly. And the thing is, too, I think it was Rob on our page when we were talking earlier in our chat on Halos in the Infield. He said, man, I have a coworker that's bringing up 75 Yankee fans to the game. How'd that go for you? Let's see. Breeze Heavy. Hi, Kevin. SpongeBob. Also, on my ward, we beat Clay Holmes. Oh, geez. Let's see. Also, IE checks in with, I don't know how I could stand some more, much more of this. The bitch-ass Yankees fans or the Dodgers. I don't know how I could stand more. Either way, I love that the Yankees got pecker slapped tonight and lost. Me too, dude. I just hope this isn't the only one. I'm hoping that we could take 2 out of 3. Man, we got 2 more chances. 2 more chances. That move to the pen to take out Weaver for Holmes was a boon to our success tonight. Jeez. Hayes is like, I wish I was there. What a great game. Also, Vanessa's husband is struggling with a lack of playing time. Play him more. Wash. 20 says, fuck the Yankees and especially fuck their fans. Also, Cal Turds fans and Yankee fans are the same people. Let's see. David says, Juan Soto to the Yankees. It's a mistake. I don't know, man. I mean, he's been playing pretty good for them. Also, balls, and New York pizza. New York pizza is a little overrated. I kind of like Chicago pizza better. That's just me. I mean, the whole pies in New York, that's fine, but Chicago pizza is pretty good.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
New York pizza. See, Sir says Cowboys and Halos, 2 fucking crazy owners, and they're killing me softly. See, at least the Cowboys make the playoffs, though. That's the difference. Bo Porter, legit. Yes, I believe he is legit, Artie. Also, Hunter says, dude, I was there, and a guy was so obnoxious, even his chick thought he was a dude, or thought this dude was an absolute weirdo. That's Yankees for you, Hunter. You learn early to hate them. Alfonso says, when Emilio came into the game in the last minute, I thought he would just give up 2 goals and we would lose. But Emilio got the Ducks to the win. Emilio, light up that halo. I like that, Alfonso. Restunning says, we still have a shot. To be honest, our league is dog shit. Well, our division is dog shit, but we have to actually win more than 2 games, and maybe I'll start thinking about maybe it being a possibility that there's a slight chance that we have an opportunity to maybe have a shot in the dark. Artie says, I think pitching is decent and the work is in progress. Hitting is just atrocious. What to do? You can't do much, Artie. You got to just pray at night that the baseball gods will teach these guys to play or something will click. We have no assets to get any hitters. So that's off the table. And anything that comes off free agency has been DFA'd. So there's no Trevor Bauer of hitters out there. And so we're basically screwed. And just you have to work with what you got, and the pitching's got to be just out of this world. Kroom's car says Taylor Ward is more clutch than Trout. Oh, he ain't lying right now. I think Emilio must have put the wood to Sapphire last night. Sapphire last night. Emilio, don't stop. David says Juan Soto to the Angels. Well, he has said he's not ruling out any team, so we'll have to see. Also, Alfonso says balls, and great job canning, and good to see Matt Moore looking like Matt Moore. So he's liking the performances tonight. I can't disagree.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Great pitching. Also, Grillmaster says Luke was unable to be Weaver through 2 innings today. David checks in with, we wouldn't have won even this many games if it wasn't for Pilar and Calhoun. They have to play every day. I would agree. Because you start to see Calhoun go down a little bit when he wasn't, he went flaccid when he started to get the playing time cut a little bit because of pitching matchups. You got to play those guys every day, and you got to keep them rock hard, right, Calhoun? Jack says it looked like Adele was going to catch that double that gave the Yankees the lead. Canning looked irritated. That's where his defense comes in. Leaf says Yankees lost, Astros lost. You're welcome. And Angel Hernandez retired. It's been a good few days. It has been pretty good. I mean, again, Angel Hernandez is one of the worst. I thought Country Joe West was bad and like the extreme, but Angel Hernandez took that mantle from him for sure. Dan says, I hate this team more than the dog turds. So damn happy we beat them tonight. Grillmaster says, I hate swinging first pitch, but that meatball Holmes threw it there. Ward was sitting power sinker there, and he got it. David says Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to the Anaheim Angels. I could see that happening. I really could. We win one tomorrow. That's 2 in a row. We win one. We won one today. That's 1. We win one tomorrow. That's 2 in a row. That's called a winning streak, and we have to see if they can get that winning streak. Erica would be face to dong if she interviewed Calhoun. David, balls, and Hernandez retiring. I think we can all throw some balls at that.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Hernandez retiring. Also, Jack says 11 one-run losses. One finally goes our way. That's true, Jack. Let's see. Also, Jay says, let's go. A clutch win against the Yankees, too. Cherry on top for this win. You can put a halo over this one. Artie says, why doesn't Strickland pitch more than one inning? What's the deal? That is all. And it's not Ron Washington, because if you watch any Texas Ranger games from the past, he does not believe in that one inning bullshit. That is a Perry Manassian / analytics group right there. That is why we do the things that we do. Today, a fifth grader teacher is filing wrongful dismissal suit claiming that she was cross-eyed. That's not true. She was just unable to control her pupils. Ask me again, why did I read that? Moonman says, I was in the bathroom wiping with Anthony Volpe jersey when Ward hit a gapper. Damn, I missed it. Praise the Lord. Jack Chandler says, Yankees first loss when leading after 7. It figures it comes to us. Cole says, Moonman, that is crazy. Let's see. Also, yeah, Angel Hernandez is gone for good. David says, what is the chance or the retirement age in the contract? That I don't know, because there really isn't a union for the umpires. Or no, there is a union for the umpires, but I don't think it's part of the league. I may be right or wrong on that. I could have swore they were only unionized not too long ago. I could be wrong on that, so I am not sure how that works for them. PJ says, I was on the East Coast. I was an East Coast transplant for 30 years, started following the Angels, became a committed Angels fan, and stayed an Angels fan. I had to move back to the East Coast to take care of my mom, and I'm still an Angels fan. Well, you're doing the Lord's work, PJ. Love your mom. Continue to take care of her. You're already I'm already one of your biggest fans for just doing that, but still being an Angel fan, that makes it even better, dude. You're a good guy. Mateo says, what do you call cheese that's not yours? Oh my God. Nacho cheese. No more popsicle stick jokes. Also, Tyler says, hey, remember what happens when we win a series opener? Yeah. Drop the next 2. Let's see. Alfonso says, Emilio Estevez golden dong today. When he walked out in the 9th inning, I was certain he would get in the nachos, but I'm glad he didn't. Yankee closer gets the nachos with an extra refried beans. Absolutely. He's going to be farting those blankets off tonight. Artie said, I think we have a sound for that too. It's one of these right here. Yes, this is him at night after this loss. Yeah, so there you go. Also, what's the background on the Golden Stamos theme? Not a fan, to be honest, brother. Because the Golden Stamos is making fun of Roger Lodge, who has an unhealthy obsession with his best friend John Stamos, who's the sexiest man alive, who played on Full House for all those years as Uncle Jesse. I love Uncle Jesse's greasy body, and that's why we like to make fun of him, because he can't stop taking John Stamos's his DNA out of his mouth or injecting it in some sort of way. So we like to make fun of Roger Lodge for always talking about John Stamos. And so the Golden Stamos is that, but maybe we'll the Golden Dog goes to Willie. Maybe we'll change that one up. I don't know, but I do like the Golden Stamos. See, Clay Holmes is actually good. He was an all-star in 2022. Well, who's calling so early? It's the Halo Honk line.
Herr Todd. Guten Abend.
Who's this?
This is Gestapo. Angel Stadium, head of security, Klaus Albrecht Schultz.
Wait, there's a German Third Reich security guard?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. I don't know. This is highly offensive.
We wanted to apologize for the treatment you were given Saturday. And we hope you can come dressed as a clown once again, so we can beat you down the bloody curse for bringing disgrace and dishonor to our Herr Artie Moreno. Hi, Marino! I mean, we meant to give you a refund for your $15 ticket.
Yeah, I didn't get a refund for my $15 ticket. You guys kicked me out. Listen, I didn't say you guys were the Gestapo. And by the way, I'm half German, so I'm Native American and half German. Like my family ancestry came from Germany, but so I have a huge.
then you would know what my favorite hot dog is.
Do I want to know?
It's sauerkraut. So,
Oh, I thought that, well, there's so many people that call it with sexual jokes. I'm just sorry. I know sauerkraut's a real thing. I was just waiting for a bigger punchline, a bigger dong.
okay, well, if you're such a German, who is my favorite Jackson from the Jackson 5?
Tito?
It is Jermaine. You don't know very much, do you?
Okay, I should have thought of that one. That's my bad.
The situation was out of hand and escalated quite rapidly. And I am sorry for the inconvenience, and I am also sorry for the ridiculous attempt at trying to eliminate the most powerful man in the major league of your Adi Moreno. Hi, Moreno!
He's the Fuhrer?
Did you really think it would work?
Did
Did you not see the movie Valkyrie?
Oh,
We saw you from the mile away, thanks to our little old men in their white scooters driving around in the street, watching your every footstep.
you know, you Germans are you're ahead of your time, man. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get nothing past you guys.
A security in the Angel Stadium is high priority.
Hey, next time I come through, you guys are going to ask me for my papers again?
Oh, yes. Papers, please. You are, how the Americans say, skating on thin ice?
Okay, there's a lot of ice in Anaheim, but we'll go with that.
You make me this blue stigen.
What is that?
In other words, you make me chuckle. Think you can overthrow a man whose tenure here at Angel Stadium will last for 1,000 years? Hi, Moreno! We will meet again.
I think so.
Yeah, so-called honk. We will meet again. Wer hat Sie tun, Herr Todd?
Oh, okay. Guten Tag to you too. Oh, that was the weirdest call. Next to Marsha from the WNBA, I don't know where these calls come from. Let's see. Where do we go from here? Jack Lee says, we beat the Yankees. I didn't know that was an option. Can we keep doing that? Without his hit, no W. Also, they're talking about you get one call, you get them all. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
Big 20.
What's up? I'm back from the river, baby.
All right. Did you score?
Dude, the girls were like, you're not 18 yet. And we're all graduated, and we're all like early 20, like 23. 18-year-old, we're like 5 years older than you. And I'm like, or 4 years. I'm like, what? I was so confused that night.
I'm pretty sure you were, but as confused as you were, that was going on a lot, right?
Yeah, that was the only problem. They didn't want to get with a young buck like me.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the only problem.
Yeah, no, it was because I was super hammered every night.
Oh, gnarly.
I was stumbling to my bed every night.
Well, someone said that if you scored this year, the Angels are going to the World Series. Is that true?
Well, guess what? I got good news for you guys.
What's that?
Tomorrow's my actual birthday, and I'm turning 18. It's not like it's chicks I know chicks who just got home from college, and they're gonna come, and so hopefully I get lucky on my birthday tomorrow night.
I don't know if I'm gonna take those bets. Maybe we could run a line on that, but I don't know, man.
Not because I know chicks in college, and they're only like 1 year ahead of me. Like they're 19 going into sophomore year or something.
But are they only 1 year ahead of you? Could they be more years, if you know what I mean?
No, you're talking. Yeah, they probably have a couple like bodies on them, but
Wasn't
I don't
meaning
really
that, but
care.
I meant mentally, not just body wise.
Oh, okay.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Get some help.
tomorrow's my birthday, and I'm psyching for it. I'm psyching it. It's my birthday. 18 tomorrow. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So let me guess.
18th birthday.
So tomorrow is the
What?
day for Big 20 is wake up, get hammered, have breakfast, go surfing, get to your last period of school, and then try to score.
These nuts.
Got him. Don't have it's finals week, so I don't have a first final tomorrow. So gotta go to school late.
I knew it.
home.
I knew it.
Come home, get all cleaned up for my little function tomorrow night. Barbecue with my friends, close friends, and then hopefully get lucky tomorrow night
And
get lit.
and Shirley Temples for everybody, right?
Yes, sir. And go crazy tomorrow night on my 18th and we get lucky.
All right. You're like Daft Punk. You want to get lucky. All right. Sounds good,
Yes,
Big 20.
sir.
Fill me in tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. We beat the stupid Yankees. Woohoo!
Good night, Big 20.
Night.
See, I want to see if he calls in like just completely hammered and we hear like doom, 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 you know, like the house music in the background or wherever the hell he plays. That would be worth the price of admission right there. I'm just saying. Let's see. Also, let's get back to these these comments here. Well, never mind it. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
What's going on? Is this Big 21?
Yeah, I feel like that's like a customary that everyone has to answer like that. except for Papa. Papa has his own entrance.
Exactly. Or our boy Artie. So how you doing, Vetter? What's going on?
Great. I'm happy. You know, I've been busy this past weekend, but I finally got to watch the game and they win. So I find there's a thing. I watch a game, they win. If I don't watch, they don't win. So I'm gonna start watching more games and hopefully tomorrow they win because Tyler Anderson, the greatest Angels pitcher ever in history, pitches tomorrow.
Of your lifetime.
Of my lifetime. All 19 years of it. So we're going to win tomorrow, but we're losing on Thursday.
So
Patrick Sandoval's pitching.
Oh, yeah. Sandoval, that's if you get 5 innings out of him, you're happy. So I'm not looking forward to that start either. Against that lineup, dude, I mean, how far is Judge going to hit that ball? I mean, literally.
He's going to hit it to the Honda Center. Is
he going to? Yeah, I was going to say maybe he can hit it to the Modelo sign right there. Modelo Especial in left field.
Yeah, he'll hit it all the way to the Honda Center. They built that Wild Wing statue they got up out there.
It'll be like, ding. But so how you been, man?
Good. Actually, it's funny because I worked on a film this past weekend, and it was called Lieutenant Oreo, but Oreo stands for Moreno. So I was like, oh, man. So I was like, Artie was with me this whole weekend.
Your dad's always there for you, son. Always there for you.
I know. The A train, he was there. He was with me.
Well, you got the W train with Willie Calhoun's dong. So,
yep. Can't wait for that.
It's pretty sad when that's what we're talking about is penis sizes, but it is what it is. We got to win tonight, though. So,
I know the Yankees lose. And it's always a good day when the Yankees lose.
It sure is better. Well, you have a good night. You tell your dad we said hi.
You too, Todd.
All right, brother.
All right.
You got it.
I'll see you later.
That's better right there. Calling in early. Luke says, is it just me or do we always play good when the Yankees come to Anaheim? It's not you. That's what they've done for a while. Mateo says, thanks for the shirt, Todd. I wonder if they would kick me out if I wore it. Well, I wonder too, dude. I wonder. You might be able to stick in a few teams or a few shirts. I don't know how many would get in, though, otherwise. He said erect him. He says, also, Alfonso says, win number 7 at home. We're tracking 22 wins this year. Woohoo! Yeah, that's not good when that's what we're tracking for the entire year. Also, Anthony made that error because he was Rizzo'd. Viva Los Angelitos. Demetrio checks in with, I hope Willie knows he has an award named after him. Hashtag Anaheim Dongles. Cole Studios checks in with, it sucks to see how bad Rizzo has gotten. One of my favorite players has not been the same since that Tatis collision last year. That is true, man. Isn't Roger Lodge a Yankees fan? On Full House, he is. Will you be at Angel Stadium there tomorrow, Tuesday, Todd Fox, or Thursday? I don't think so. I think I'm going to be there for the Padres. We have a big announcement on Friday, so there's going to be something coming up there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. I may be able to squeeze in a game this week. I'll let you know if anything changes, but as far as right now, I can't say that I will be able to get out there. It just depends on work. I have to see what the schedule looks like tomorrow. Blood Moon says 2 loud outs that should even should have evened the game up there at home at the end. Mateo says, here's a question. Do we consider trading Ward and Anderson at the deadline? Absolutely. If this team wants any kind of success in the next few years, they've got to trade those two or any kind of pieces that they have, dude. And it's sad, but that's just what we got to do since we're the position we're in. Ward for the Golden Dong, stiffest on the field. Erica's going to need that Vaseline after that interview. Looks like Cal Dong has some competition, and Moniak is in the corner crying in the chair. David also says, where is Fox Sports Net? Not anymore with the Angels. Robert says, Artie's saying we beat the Yankees. I'm the best owner in the world. Woohoo! Also, 2 loud outs and missing being home runs. It's beyond me why they still rely on this guy, meaning Estevez. And then Hunter says, we won? Fascinating. Also, Eric says, by the way, Todd, I've been spreading the news about how Artie's Goon Squad gave you a hard time over the weekend. We need to collectively make Artie look bad as possible. We got some more news about that coming up here soon, too, because I think we're going to have like a little peaceful protest outside of Anaheim Stadium on one of these homestands coming up. And we're going to have some nice little things for Artie and the fans as they drive in. Jake says, the first chance 20 actually gets, he'll just ruin his pants. So he'll false start, basically. Mateo says, what happens to Pilar's playing time when Trout comes back? He's going to steal the left fielder or the right fielder's position the way he's been playing. I mean, you can't keep him out of the game right now. If Big 20 scores, it's a sign of the end. Game over. Oh, man. This game won't be satisfied, this game won't be satisfied until they take at least one out of the next 2, or I think he meant this team. Also, Balls, and Holmes needs to find Mr. Watson. Oh, geez. Marty says, holy cow, we won. Get your honk out. And he's all, get your honks on, guys, because it's Halo honk time. Also, let's see. David also says, I have a Yankees fan here in Arizona, doesn't like Juan Soto in the Yankees team. You know, I think it's a good fit for right now because that's short right field. I just don't know if he's worth extending, though. That's the thing. Rally Chris says, you know what's funny part about the Yankee co-worker is his name is also Roger. I'm going to call him Roger Lodge, and his John Stamos choked on me. R. Martinez says, don't like when the Angel honks like Rush and Roger try to take away from Kevin Pillar's saying Pillar stepping in for Trout and doing Trout things and putting up Trout numbers. Pillar is more clutch. That's the thing I got to say. He's his own player. There is no comparison. You know, like him or hate him, Mike Trout's a legend all into his own. Yes, he hasn't been clutch of late. Pillar is his own guy. He does not swing for the fences like Trout does all the time. Pillar just takes whatever the pitchers give him, and he's also a situational hitter. So if it calls for a home run, he's swinging for the fences. If he needs to get a double, he's trying to get a double. Trout's up there trying to hit a home run every bat. I think that's what has annoyed Angel fans over the last couple of years. Yolanda says, Kevin Pillar is a leader. Notice that he hugs his outfielder teammates after a win, or how he runs and congratulates a teammate. Outstanding catch play. Much needed leadership. Man, I can't agree with you more, Yolanda, because it's true. We've been dying for some sort of leadership in the clubhouse, and he's given it to us. And, we had a leader there last year who is gone, but yeah, there you go. At Rally Chris, the Heedy sayings are so catchy, but I can't be saying John Stamos choked at me at work. Yeah, that would not come off good. Mateo says, I have saying earlier that the Angels give me headaches. Also, Marty says, now these clowns like Trent are talking a series win against the Yankees are really what a joke. Also, Pilar is a great replacement for Gio. Andrew says, everyone is more clutch than Trout. I can't argue that right now. Matt Moore is a good setup guy. Also, CPR checks in with Anderson, an option at the deadline. Absolutely. If a team needs a starter, he could be a good number 3 right now and possibly flirt with maybe a 2, but on a fringe baseball team trying to get to the playoffs. But this guy would be an excellent addition as a 3 or a 4 in a contending pennant-winning team. And I think he's going to get you at least 2 major league ready players back. At least 2 players. And you might be saying, oh, it's too much. But then you got to think he's got another year of control. He's found his fountain of youth. He's pitching really good. And it all depends on, too, if, what team needs a left-hander. A lot of teams. So the Angels will be fielding calls. Robert says, how dare you, Kroom? Trout hasn't struck out in the past few series. Marty says, even though we win, these guys still want to swing for the fences. Also, Mateo says, does Sano burn his knee with a heating pad? I have no idea. Marty says, is there a chance the clown can make an appearance tomorrow night? No, I don't think he is for a little bit. I need to give him a little rest. But I do have somewhere where I'm going to have the clown appear at, and it will shock you when I do announce that. I just have to, cross some T's and dot some I's, and I may have something very funny coming up here soon. R. Martinez says we need Artie to retire too. Oh, damn. Yes, we do. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? Yeah, I don't think we could talk playoffs when we're 12 games under.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Also, Angels sucks, but statistically, Angel Hernandez sucks. But statistically, Hunter says CB Buckner was the worst Angel, hated more because of his temper. Yeah, he would start shit all the time. Balls, and damn analytics. Yeah, I hate analytics to a point. It's like I like some of them, but for the most part, they need to be half and half, a good balance.
Pretty cocky. I want balls and John Stamos.
Analytics. Big 20 says, yo, I'm back at the river. Guess whose birthday is tomorrow? You already fill us in on that one. Also, Angel Hernandez is gone. He gone. So, yeah, let's get to that one real quick because I think everyone's happy Angel Hernandez is. He gone. Let's see. Sapphire says, how many times do I got to tell you that these players, or you got to yell at them to do good, man? I literally have to get the whole stadium's attention for them to do their job. Yeah, you have to freaking yell at them sometimes. Also, Mateo says, hey, the Angels won. It doesn't matter, win or lose. It's Spritz o'clock.
Spritz o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter the score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
I had to wait for that one to finish. MLB umpires unionized in 1970. Hernandez was bought out of his contract, likely 7 digits. And his salary is roughly $300K. So Andrew's saying basically the league or the umpires union thought he was that bad that he has got to be euthanized and bought out of his contract because, dude, you suck and you're making us all look bad. You got to go. And they did. So I did not know that. Thank you right there, Andrew. He is our resident statistician. And, man, is he smart with Padres baseball and Angels baseball history. Plus, he's a whiz at the computer. Alfonso says, what the fuck was that, Artie? Trying to fake German accent, Alfonso. Also, yay, the Angels finally won to beat the Yankees. That was a crazy call right there. Kyle Moreno is wild. Thank you, MT. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Also, Vetter says, hell yeah, Hammer. Welcome to the 18th birthday party, or to the 18th year, which is tomorrow. I wonder if he's going to count down the minutes and seconds. Hammer, older women have the maturity and the experience. Ay, ay, ay. Frederick says, college girls are cringing. They're getting their rape whistles ready, Frederick. Raleigh says, congrats, Big 20. If you score tomorrow on your birthday, we will definitely win the series against the Yankees. Also, Mateo says, why did the Jaguar eat the tightrope walker? Oh, good. It was craving a well-balanced meal. Jeez. Hunter says, what's the number? It is 714-598-3221. Right there. That's the number. Also, Alfonso says, yo, Big 20, congrats on your getting your first at bat and maybe squirting a bunt single. Also, T. Shane says the new Nacho Award gets the Nacho Award. I missed the old one at the end. Okay, yeah, we probably got to go back to that one. Hayes says, my homegirl that goes for the Dodgers went to the game tonight with a New York hat. I told her, I know you didn't get to see the fights tonight, but I hope you did have a good time at the Big A. Oh, man. You know, that's the thing, too. I mean, there's nothing worse when they throw on another hat like that, you know. That's what gives them a bad name. I like the German chocolate cake. Hunter says, Judge gonna break the Impact building right there. Sapphire says, I feel like we need to go tomorrow to yell at Anderson so he gets 9 innings pitch, or he can go 9 innings, pitch a fucking game. Love him. Also, Fletcher checks in with an important David Fletcher. Also, I will repeat my post. If Trout was not Ward, or if it was Trout and not Ward, do you think we lose the game? I think we do, because right now, until Trout does it, because again, I've been waiting for him to kill it in the clutch, and he just hasn't did it. Braves looking at Ward right now. That could be a good fit. It's the Halo Honk line.
Yo, Todd.
Is this Hunter?
I'm finally back. Yeah, I'm finally back.
There you go. How you been, my man?
Good. I leave for I play in Cooperstown in like a week. So
you've been hitting
I'm
the
going to
cages?
New York in a week. Say it again?
You've been hitting the cages?
Yeah. I have a tee in my backyard. I hit off that pretty much every day.
There you go. You know, I'm going to see you catching for the Angels in what? Let's see. How old are you now, Hunter? You're 11 or 12?
I'm 12, almost 13.
Oh, damn, dude. You were calling in since you were 10, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. You're growing up with us, man. I'm telling you, pretty soon, bro, you keep playing this travel ball and stuff like that, we're going to see you in the big leagues someday, hopefully with the Angels.
Yeah. Freaking hopefully Artie Moreno dies by then.
Oh, kids say the darndest things. Love it. But that's cool. I mean, other than that, how you been, man? Are you loving this team? I mean, you were at the game tonight, so were you laughing at those stanky fans?
Yeah, there was props like the first base side. It was all pinstripes, and then this one guy, he thought it was a good idea to yell at a Yankee fan or a Yankee player. So the Yankee players turned on their own fans.
Oh, damn.
It was pretty funny to see the Yankee fans down 25 beers and then yell at their own players for striking out. It was pretty funny. But then once Soto hit was it Soto who hit the double? Whoever hit the double off of Stamos.
Mm-hmm.
They all got crazy and now they were cheering him up, and then I see the first base coach for the Yankees gave him the dirtiest look, dude. So now you're on our side?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of bandwagons.
Yeah, Yankees West Coast side of the Yankee fans, they're not real fans. So, you know, there's that right there. You know, that they think they know how to be New York tough. That's not New York tough. So, but that's funny. I want to know, Hunter, is what did they do? How bad was it in the 7th inning when they do the 7th inning stretch? And they go root for the Angels, and you know how they have so many more fans. Did you hear Yankees more or Angels more?
It was kind of the same because most of the Yankee fans like didn't even participate.
That's not shocking either.
So it was kind of like even-ish.
Oh, okay. So you really couldn't understand it. It was more like a muffled, like root for the business.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I'm glad you had a good time tonight and they got you a W tonight because I've only seen 3 wins in 10 and 11 games there at the stadium this year. So
How many home wins do we have?
7.
Yeah, I've been to 4 of them.
Oh, wow. That's more than me. You little lucky bastard, you.
That was my 4th one. So maybe I should keep going.
Yeah, you're 4-0. How is that possible?
I'm 4-1.
That's still
the first game of the season. My first game of the season, we lost to the Rays when Adele thought it'd be a good idea to run to the left field wall.
I love that you know that. But you know what? I'm telling you, Hunter, you got to keep going. You got to keep going.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
thanks, man.
Well, it's good to talk to you, my man. You have yourself a good night and say hi to the family for me, yeah?
Yep, you too.
All right, brother.
Have a good one.
And you have a safe trip to New York, all right?
Yep.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
You too. Bye.
Bye. That's Hunter right there. Man, he's grown up, dude. When he started calling the show, he was 10 years old. Now he's 13. My boy's growing up. Benjamin says that Dan Rios Trout is not clutch. Leaf says I said this in 2022 and still it rings true. Logic for the Angels says sell, but knowing Artie, he's going to buy. Exactly. David also says Juan Soto to the Angels will be a great fit. And he would mash a lot of homers right there. I think he'd do better in the American League with the Angels, not in the East Coast, I should say, on the West Coast, like he did with San Diego there for a while. Let's see. Also, Soto's looking for $500 million. So again, he's right up Artie's alley right there. Let's take you over to Jack in the Box. Because right now Mateo's like, look, I'm hungry. I need to know what to eat, and this show's going on too long. So we need to find out what there is to eat.
One bite of my new Smash Jack is turning Jack in the Box haters into believers. Don't be a hater. Try my new Smash Jack. Man, I'm good.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
There you go. They're a negative 20% chance Big 20 scores. Damn, even Hunter's clowning him. Juan Soto, the Angels would be a great fit. Saw that one already. Also, look time, no Fletch facts. Pilar has been a godsend. Great leadership, and he cares. Trout is a GOAT, but not a true leader, obviously. I can agree with that wholeheartedly. Trent Rush here. I'm here to take a quarter of your phone calls. Perhaps you shouldn't advertise the Angel staff when you're coming. Yeah, you know what? That was strategic in a way, David. I wanted to see how much my voice went, and apparently it went far enough. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd. This is R. Martinez.
What's up, R. Martinez? How you doing, my man?
Hey, nothing. I just wanted to tell you, I listen to your interviews and stuff, and when you listen to callers and things like that. And I just want to compliment you and say, I like how you listen, how you let the people speak. And even when you're interviewing with like your co-hosts and other people, you always listen, and you don't make the people feel rushed. I just want to compliment you on that, man. I noticed that about you. You're very courteous, respectful, and all that. So I just wanted to say that because I noticed that you just continue to speak. I mean, you don't speak until you feel like you can step in, and I like that about you.
Right. Hey, as I interrupted you right now, my bad.
No. I know you were letting me. You're being too nice right now, but let me say something. Around. I wanted to get something off my chest. The other time you had the guy John, the Fridge Halo Honk brother. It's one of them called in.
Yeah, John.
And I know you didn't want to compliment. You don't even have to go into it, but I can tell you honestly, when I was listening to those guys, maybe like for months, 6 months, 7 months, whatever, and I would always make comments on there, but I would always be how I am with Trout. I would always speak honestly about Trout and all this. He's going to get hurt again, and this and that, and for a while they were responding to my comments, but after a while, after I stuck to my guns and I I was just kept talking, not bad about Trout, but I was just being objective and honest how I feel, and everything came to fruition, you know. And so anyhow, the other day I heard them. They were using my line, and I just want to call them out. When I post, my name is me. It says me too, but my icon, my avatar is the same thing. And I hope they're listening, because one of them said, "Oh, we've been Angels fans before Mike Trout was here and before Artie was here," and that's the line that I always use when I would comment. But I noticed that they never like responded or liked my comment or anything like that. But I would always say that because I think that was my original thought. That's how I really felt. And so the other day I heard them say that, and I was like, that little sucker, because I know they read my comments.
Yeah.
By not commenting like they were, by not liking it or responding to me, I know that they because they used to. But then when they don't, then that just tells me that I know they don't like what I'm saying about Trout. And so the other day he says, "Well, me and my brother have been Angel fans, and we're going to continue being Angels fans before Trout was here." And I'm like, that's my line, and I just want to call them out, because that's an original thought of mine. And I think they stole that. He stole that from me, and I don't care, you know. I think they just took that from me, because they never ever gave that indication. They were always trying to be like, I know they did a kind of like a 90 move. They went like, they were kind of always trying to be Halo honks, but they were kind of like teeter-tottering on like, do we become Halo honks, or do we become more real? And I was always real with them, you know, commenting. And that's, the more things I said, like about Trout and about the Angels, about Artie, they weren't trying to hear it, you know?
Yeah.
And so anyway, they kind of swiveled a little bit. I don't know where they stand now, but I think they're starting to get a little bit more, they were starting to be a little bit more real, you know? But I used to call, as a matter of fact, I used to call them the Lodge Brothers.
No.
I used to call them the Lodge Brothers. Anyway, so my comments, you know, it's on their videos on their, or whatever you call it.
Their morning stuff, yeah, or in the comments, yeah.
Yeah, I unsubscribe to them, and then once in a while I'll listen to them, but I can't listen to them too long anyway, so I'll just stop it. Or I'll just fast forward. But anyway, I just want to call them out, because they never gave any indication that you know, about Trout or anything like that. And so when he said that, I was like, you know what, he took that from me, you know, honestly. And I don't care. I'm just saying, you know, it's like, don't be fake. It just comes across as fake, because they never gave any inclination like that they will say anything about Trout. It was always Trout was off limits, you know.
Yeah.
And Trout was never off limits for me. I always said what I wanted. And so anyway, they didn't like it. So I just wanted to say that, man. I'm sorry for taking too long. All right, I gotta go, man.
No, you got it. I'll give you my thoughts right now off the air, brother.
Yeah, go ahead. For sure.
All right, you got it.
All right.
Have a good night, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, Cesar Martinez right there. Well, listen, to that point right there, you know, you can look at it like this. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. We've all heard that cliche, right? And if you're doing something on here and someone copies you and you hear it somewhere else, like if we do a show, if R. Martinez comments and it blows up somewhere else, and it's an original thought, it's an original comment, it's an original saying, and you hear it on another show, you see it in comments or on another Angel page, you know, you could choose two directions with it. You could be pissed and you'd be like, hey, that's fucked up. You know, they didn't give me credit. Or you could say, hey, man, you know, like, that was a good thing that I said, and you could but it sucks because either the person because you could take both ways with it, but in one way you're kind of screwed, because if it goes far, like if R. Martinez's comments go farther and people pick up on it, and because the Fresh Brothers are saying it because they have a big platform, then it's like, yeah, then it kind of sucks, because it's like, hey, they stole your shtick. You know what I mean? That's R. Martinez's stick, or we've said some things where we've heard it on their podcast, or we've heard it on other podcasts, and you could choose to be mad about it, or just the real ones will know you said it. The real ones will know, hey, man, I heard it from R first, or I heard it from Todd, or I heard it from Fernando. And, you know, those were their sayings, and they jocked them. And it's funnier when that happens, because then other people, our fans, or, you know, your fans that are your friends, will call those pages or people out, you know. And I'm not just saying it's Locked On. There's a lot of other ones that do that too. So I just say, hey, you know what? That's a feather in your cap, man. I mean, if you saw them use it, then obviously it was good enough. It was a good enough line that you're pulling heads. And again, you've been fighting a good fight, or at least because listen, there's certain players that shouldn't be off limits. I mean, no matter what. I mean, no star should be off limits. I mean, as great as Kobe Bryant was, he had his haters. He had people that didn't like him. LeBron puts it on himself. But even as great as Jordan was, people hated him for several reasons. One, because he beat their team all the time, and two, because he was just that great. And then also they would look for things wrong with him. That's what we do as a society, as fans. We will try to find something wrong with you. And as great of a guy as Trout is off the field, you can't take away the fact he hasn't been clutch. He has a chink in his armor. He has weaknesses, and he's been hurt lately. We want him to slim down a little bit, not be so muscle bound to where you could tear something so easily. He's getting older. He needs a change up of things or two. So things like that maybe was saying a couple of years ago that would be, oh my God, that's sacrilegious. You can say them more openly now, and other people are going to grasp at what you've been drawing the entire time, because it's come to fruition, like he said. Like he's been calling dude out, and he's finally in a spot where he's been breaking down. He's not reliable. He's having a Ken Griffey Jr. type of second half of his career. So long story short, I wouldn't think too much of it. Don't get upset. It is what it is. It happens. Again, I've said a lot of things on here, and it goes other places, and it is what it is, man. I mean, I just roll with it and say, hey, they want a copy. The real ones will see that we started here first. Marty says the dong would be a great club leader if only his dong didn't get in the way of hugging his teammates. Yeah, everyone wants to stay away from him in the shower as well. Dan says Doug Eddings is the worst. That asshole cost us a division and a possible World Series. Yes. Esteban says hitting up Noble before tomorrow's game. See y'all there. That is a perfect place, Hayes, if you want to look for parking, and that's free. You will never get towed over there at Noble. Trust me, Hayes. Let's see. Also, the AL pennant I met. Also, Demetrio says the German call was bold. Laugh a lot of respect. Yeah, I did not see that one coming. And real quick, James Gonzalez says, R.I.P. Bill Walton. And let me just say this right now. James is a huge fan. The chair, by the way. Check out his YouTube page. He and also James Squared, which is debuts, I think, on this Thursday, another episode. He's a huge fan of Bill Walton and of Bill Walton. He loved his commentary over the years. Didn't get to see him play. This is a little before his time, but James has always had great love for him. And I think one of the happiest times I've ever seen James is when he just randomly met him. Forgive me, maybe you can get me in the comments, but I forget where it was at where you met him, James. I remember you telling me this story and how he was so nice to you with his tie-dye shirt and his big old teeth, and you guys were just having a great conversation, just a couple of fans and Bill Walton. I thought that was a great story. And he gave his Bill Walton like mannerisms and sayings. So James was eating that up. That's one of his idols growing up, and is one of the commentators that he loved. So RIP indeed to Bill Walton. Gone far too soon, 71, of that stupid ass fucked up cancer that we all hate. And big time prayers to his family. Mateo says balls in Drury Lane. Yes. When's that guy going to come back? When's Nothing But a Gangster Party going to come back?
Pretty cocky. I want balls and John Stamos.
Drury Lane. Also, Hayes says I spend more money on parking than the ticket. Coors, $2.95 Coors beers and grab and go at the stores. Hayes, I'm telling you, go to Noble, get yourself a Halos in the Infield discount, get a $6 pint, and enjoy that good craft beer over there in the parking lot. Also, walk from Noble, dude. I'm telling you, it's free. You save $20 right there. Demetrio says, Hunter, what up, Brody? Glad to have you back. Balls, and Hunter. Also, Hayes says, dang, that kid said that we have been, and what we've been wanting to say all day. Dylan says Hunter is our only hope to win the World Series. He's gonna finish. Or he's gonna start his career once Hoppy finishes his career. Hunter thinking about Artie. I love it. Thinking like me about Artie. Grillmaster says Hunter goated for that. He is, nah, man. or nah. Also, Hunter is cool, man. He's got moxie, and for a kid, he's got a lot of moxie. Note to Big 20, Yankee and Dodger fans equals biggest bandwagon supporters of all time. JT also says, I went to the game tonight. I'm 1-1. See, guys like you should be going to the games. In 2032, MLB draft selects Hunter in the 18th pick. Hayes says, imagine Hunter ends up with the Angels and helps the Halos win 3 World Series in a row. It'll be because of the show. Also, Yankees versus Dodgers matchup, I think, is for two cancerous fan bases. Hunter says, appreciate all the support, guys. And Hunter, if you're still listening, keep practicing every day, and bro, you will make it. Trust me, you will make your parents and your brothers very, very happy. Light that baby up. Laugh out loud. I'll take it, Andrew Rivas. Also, how's Papa Fox? He's doing good. I hope to have him on the show soon. He was very happy. Brian says, it was good hanging out with you the other night, Todd. Always nice to beat the Yankees. Yes, sir, it was, Brian. Once again, appreciate the beer. Mateo says Artie is like the Juan Soto. It's too expensive. Oh, no. He's actually going to be like, that's good business to sign him. Isaac says, Todd, put a clown get up on and get your put a big ass ad on the OC register to embarrass Artie. Fly a banner on a plane over the Big A during the day game, or all of the above. That we will put together some sort of GoFundMe for. So Dylan says Soto would be would not really vibe well with the Angels because we don't fill the stadium or interact with the players. That's my opinion on that. He might be a good player if we had a better organization. He might be that guy to get us over the hump. Let's see. Also, keep in mind the Yankees almost drafted Trout. Let's see. Robot Age says this guy is an endless loop. Also, let's see. Sorry about that right there. Also, Hunter says, hey guys, when I make it, I will make sure y'all get your props instead of Roger Lodge. I will skip that part. No, he did go to R. Martinez. Don't let him hit you right there. And with the 69th pick, the Halo Honks of Anaheim of China of Canada select Todd Fox. Oh, man, I would have loved that, man. Also, Demetrio says, at Mar Martinez, glad you're a part of Haiti Nation. Needs hardcores like you. Absolutely. Let's see. Also, Jonathan or Josman says, we won. No mama's way. Eric Wallace says, who else is a fan of Bill Walton? The season starts tonight. Yes, I would have loved to have him say that instead of this doofus.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
How far of a walk is it from Noble to the stadium? It's about a good 10 minutes, but it's like you get stuck at Catella because that light's you basically take too long at that light. But I'm going to definitely go to Noble's this Thursday. You should, Hayes. It's well worth it. Trust me. And if you guys get a chance, I'm just going to put it out there right now. If you're going to Noble and you're going to park over there, you can grab a beer there. And if you want buffalo wings, brand new buffalo wings with flavors that you won't believe. And calzones. Do you like calzones? I like calzones. Go to Mezzo's. It's literally as you walk from Noble, cross the street to Catella, on your left, right before those arms where you have to pay to park where the $10 office building is, right on your left is Mezzo's. And I might as well just say it right now. We are going to be broadcasting from there during the Padres series. We are going to have 15% off of anything that you buy over there as long as you're a Heedy fan. And we're going to be trying to grab as many Angels fans as we can to come over there and have a good time. Brand new facility. We had a taste test over there. The food is great. They're going to be one of our new sponsors. And I'm telling you, come over there, have a good time. Listen, we all used to go to Hooters at one point or another, going to an Angel game. That's long gone. There is no really good wings place around. So if you want wings and calzones, they're both there. And we also have a Halos in the Infield flavor that's going to be part of it. So you might want to try that. And it's not there yet. It'll be there in a couple weeks. But they also have craft beer there too. So if you don't want to drink at Noble, or you want to grab a beer at Noble, then grab another beer and some food, because they don't always have food at Noble, come to Mezzo's. I'm telling you, that may be the official, unofficial post-game podcast spot for certain nights. Like I'm going to be live there sometimes. Let's just put it to you that way. It should be fun. So if you guys want to come out and have a drink, it's family friendly. You don't have to be 18 or over, 21 or over. It's a nice place, good food. And you guys should all check it out. Guys and gals, just saying. Let's see. Hunter right here says, by the way, guys, it's pretty good. But if you didn't know, Wyatt, my little brother, is the 9th best player in the state of California, and he plays catcher because of me. And the Trez is also very good. I think it's Trey, and very talented. Yeah, they come with a nice bloodline of baseball players right there. Let's see. R. Martinez says, best way to purchase tickets is 714 online. Call them. You can either go online or call them online. You could see the discounts and the savings that you get. And they give you a 5% back towards your next purchase. But you call 714 or you go online and say HITI in the promo code. That's 10% off right there. And yes, we did get a new sponsor. So there you go. Demetrio says, fuck, I wish I lived closer to Anaheim. That is so cool. Roger says he's riding his bike down Catella. And also Dan Rio says, that's awesome. So damn glad I was there when you got it. Congrats. Yeah, we were literally right over there. James tried it, and he says calzones were clutch. They have 8 different kinds of calzones. Look them up. Mezzos, Mezzos. They have really, really good food. Really good. Me and James got really good with the owner right there. And they're coming up from down where James is at, actually. I think that's close to San Diego somewhere. He mentioned it. Costa Mesa. They moved up from Costa Mesa, so it's a pretty good place right there. Drinks on Todd. Mateo says, well, you know what? When we have the post game there, I might buy a round or two for everybody. So it's where the old Rubio's used to be, James says. Also, what's that place? Javier Ortiz says. It's called Mezzos again. It's got calzones. They even have meatballs as a side. It's sort of like an Italian wings fusion. They have your Memphis dry rub, wings. I think they're bone in or bone out. James can correct me on that. But they are done to perfection. Again, they have some craft beers there too. So if you want a reasonable price beer there as well, you got Noble with our discount there. If you want a food discount, because they don't do beer discounts at Mezzos. So if you want a discount on beer, go to Noble, grab a couple there. And then their beers aren't bad anyway at Mezzos. I think the highest one's like $7 or $8, but they're usually between 6 and 8. And then you can come over to Mezzos and have a really good bite to eat before you enter the game, or when you leave, before you leave, walk off the wings on your way back to getting your car from Noble. Or if you're parking in the $10 parking right there, you might as well just go to Mezzos instead of paying Artie the $20, save that $10, get some wings. They have really good deals there. Again, 15% off of a price just by mentioning Halos in the infield. I mean, that's pretty good. So there you go. Hey, guys, I rode my bike down to Catella, but I unfortunately shredded my dong up in the wheels of the bike and spokes. I will give the remains to John Stamos. He choked on. That's disgusting. That is so disgusting. Friday is Apple TV, guys. Don't forget. Yeah, it's up in Seattle. I think we're going to be doing that game. I may be doing that one with Dominic. So we might be doing a watch party. Yeah, Hayes Noble is great. Great beers, ales, and wheat. There you go. Also, Balls, and OG's Pizza. Hell no. Also, Hunter says Roger rode his bike down Catella and died, and to Artie driving with a mixture of stupidity and being late for sprints o'clock. Oh, man. SC, also, when do the Padres come to town? That is next Monday through Wednesday. It's bone in. So they're bone in. I thought they were so they're not bone out. So they are officially these kind of wings right here. If I could find that damn sound bite, they're these kind of wings. And I owe Dan a beer, that's for sure. Solid beer selection over there as well. And then remember the left turns unless you go right to Mezzos. It's actually opposite, Grill Master. You make rights and then you make a left at Mezzos. That's the only way you can get to Mezzos. Let's see. I'm going to Mezzos or Mezzos. I assure you, there's 2 Z's in it. So as we finish up tonight, we appreciate all the phone calls. That weird one from the Gestapo at the Angel Stadium, that was pretty crazy. I thought those guys, the Third Reich was long over, but I guess it's the Fourth Reich with Artie, Herr Fuhrer. So we're going to end tonight with a little spritz o'clock. And we won't have spritz o'clock. We'll end tonight with just playing the Stukas. And again, appreciate everyone. MT, for your valuable donation. Really appreciate that. That will go into making some more shirts. So we really appreciate you guys that have donated, Demetrio and a few others. So again, thank you so much. And yeah, we've come a long way on this network, and we hope to get bigger and better things going. I'm working on something, like I said, with a Halo honk that could be epic and that could go viral. I'm working on that as we speak. But the Mezzos thing is literally getting finalized as we speak as well, or it is finalized. And we're setting up for next week over there to have a little welcome party to the neighborhood, as they are going to be officially having a soft opening, or they're in a soft opening right now, but it'll be official opening for them. So there you go. Silent E says, what time is it? It's spritz o'clock. I'm painting right now and definitely spritzing all over the place. Well, so, I wasn't going to play it, but since Silent E's hitting us up from Japan, why the fuck not?
Spritz o'clock, angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter the score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
And real quick, what do you mean wear the sell shirts? You still have them online. They're on eBay and Etsy. I'll put up the links tomorrow on the social media so you guys can check them out again. Because right now they're just I haven't put them up in the last couple of days. We were catching up with all the orders. We had a lot of orders, so we were shipping those out. So people are just getting their shirts right now. So just be a little patient on those. Those are going to be coming in here really soon. I don't know if we can get away with a dong one, Matt. Well, maybe we can figure out something just PC enough for it to pass. So with that being said, everyone have a good rest of your night off, or what's left of it. We got an hour and a half. Angels win. We beat the Stankies. So again, I'm going to be like Roger. Hey, James, can you play that clip again? Good night, everybody.
Everybody wants to pay the perfect mouse to